Alright, so in this video I want to shine a light on this kind of interesting Pauper list that I found from a while back that actually 5-0'd a league. So basically this is a deck that seeks to fill the graveyard with lots of cards and then play big threats, usually with Delve, in conjunction with the Dragon Auras, which say whenever a creature with mana value 6 or greater enters the battlefield, you can return this aura to the battlefield, enchanting that creature. We basically mill lots of our own cards into our graveyard, we put these dragon auras into our graveyard, and then we cast a massive threat with Delve, bringing back these dragon auras to give the creature haste, trample, pump it up, and to give it vigilance. So this is a Jund deck playing 21 lands and then 4 copies of Tinder Farm, which is pretty cool for a bit of ramp and a way of filling our graveyard. So it enters the battlefield tapped, it has tap add 1 green, and it also has tap sacrifice Tinder Farm, add 1 red and 1 white. Then of course we're playing 3 copies of Dragon Breath, 2 mana for an aura, enchanted creature has haste, and it has pay 1 red, enchanted creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Then Dragon Fangs, 2 mana, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. And then Dragon Scales, also 2 mana, enchanted creature gets +1/+2 and has vigilance. Right, then the bulk of the deck is just ways of putting tons of cards into our graveyard and also drawing cards. So we have Commune with the Gods, 2 mana for a sorcery, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or enchantment card from among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. Okay, we also have 3 copies of Faithless Looting, 1 red mana for a sorcery, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards with a flashback cost of 3. Then we have this pretty decent card, which I've used in a bunch of decks. It's Grapple with the Past, 2 mana for an instant. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Then of course, one of the very best self-mill cards is Grisly Salvage. 2 mana, 1 black, 1 green for an instant. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or land card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. And then we're also running Manamorphose, 2 mana for an instant, add 2 mana in any combination of colors, draw a card. Then our final way of putting cards into our graveyard is Satyr Wayfinder, 2 mana for a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. So this is also one of the best self-mill creatures in the format. Right, and then that just leaves our threats. So we have 1 copy of Gurmag Angler, 7 mana for a 5/5 with Delve. So of course each card you exile from your graveyard while casting this spell pays for 1. Then very similar, we have Hooting Mandrills, 6 mana for a 4/4, Delve and Trample. And then finally Sultai Scavenger, 6 mana for a 3/3, Flying Delve. Right, and then in the sideboard we have 3 copies of Ancient Grudge, one of the best artifact hate spells in these colors. So it's 2 mana for an instant, destroy target artifact with a flashback cost of 1 green. Against Weenie decks, we have Electrickery, 1 red for an instant, deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control with an overload cost of 2. Then 1 copy of Gorilla Shaman for artifact hate, 1 red mana for a 1/1, with an activated ability that says pay X, X, and 1, destroy target non-creature artifact with mana value X. Then against Burn decks, where even a little bit of life gain goes a long way, we have 4 copies of Grotesque Mutation, 2 mana for an instant, target creature gets +3/+1 and gains lifelink until end of turn. Then for more enchantment hate, we have Ray of Revelation, which is essentially the enchantment version of Ancient Grudge. 2 mana for an instant, destroy target enchantment with a flashback cost of 1 green. And then finally we have Snuff Out, 4 mana for an instant, destroy target non-black creature, it can't be regenerated. If you control a swamp, you may pay 4 life rather than pay Snuff Out's mana cost. So there you have it, a very simple graveyard-based Jund deck that wants to fill up its graveyard quickly to power out some cheap delving threats, which in the process bring back the dragon auras onto the battlefield, enchanting that creature to make it an even more hardcore threat. I'm sure there are ways to improve this deck. I haven't done testing yet, but I'd like to, and I'd also like to hear your thoughts and ideas if you have any cards in mind that might make it better. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.